Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Frostpunk, playing with the refugees scenario. Alright, so we're starting to deplete the immediately accessible resources, and we're going to have to start expanding ourselves out in a little bit. Gathering what little bit of wood remains down here, we'll need to get some more sawmills. Heaters, steam hubs, all of these things would probably be good to get. As much as I would like to go to the drawing boards, I think we're going to go ahead and grab things like steam hubs, because I can't really afford to have people getting sick. And it is going to be getting a little bit colder soon. Temperature is going to drop by one more level. Did get a little bit more food rations from the hunting gathering party, but one child is going to be our local chef. I honestly find it somewhat amusing, right? It's like one kid is going to cook for all the people. They should open their own catering service, dang it. Steel wreckage has been depleted over here. Alright, so that leaves only the coal piles remaining for this gathering post. We should probably plan out... Oh, we can get both of them over here. Okay. Steelworks would be good to get. Maybe not a second, though. 120 steel will get us a fair bit of a ways. We will want to place down a sawmill, probably right here. I don't think I can place down an easy street while these piles exist, but we're clearing them out pretty quickly, so I think that's going to end up being fine. Let's go ahead and assign everybody else over here, I guess. Okay. 88 civilians so far, currently available to us. That's something. Scouts have reached the old storehouse. Parts of the storehouse have been taken apart for fuel. The remains of a campfire are hidden inside between stacked crates of frozen fish. There's food and there's wood. Alrighty. Fishing boat, fishing village. Oh, that could be helpful. A fishing village. We could set up an outpost. Yeah, let's go ahead and explore that. Oh, there's a trail bend. Okay, we can find the children and save them. On the other hand, bringing home some raw food would actually be quite good for us right about now, given that we don't have enough rations for everybody. Steam hubs have been researched. Great. I have enough wood. Let's go ahead and work on the drawing boards before I commit too many more resources, because we know we want to work toward that. When am I going to get some more labor? 2 days, 15 more adults. Okay. Could almost justify going for another hunter's hut when that happens. We're gonna need to increase the range of something pretty soon. Either the generator or the steam hubs. Could also build the houses of prayer. Will cost me some of my wood, but, you know, lets people be a lot happier. More hopeful and all that. Because, you know, hope is what matters in this case. Kinda can't place a church in a good area over here to fully take advantage of all of the housing, but place one down over here and then, like, one over here. That would actually work. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and place down a church, I guess. I don't know. Somehow we're going to have to be able to manage all the discontent and the hope. Alright, so that sawmill is done. Good. Please keep working. That has been depleted. Alright, so now we should be able to place down a street. I have to do it all the way over here? I don't know how I feel about that. Try something like this instead. Alright, so the sawmill should be up and running. We have some available workers. I'm going to send both of you guys to all work at the sawmill at the moment. That leaves me with 5 more workers. We have plenty of coal. That is not the issue. What I just need is more wood and faster. How much wood are we producing per day now that we have everyone working on that? 2 sawmills up is getting me 250 per day. Part of that is, 50 of that is due to the wooden crates, and another 22 from the gathering post, so that's going to go down to about 180 per day. Part of the problem is we don't have full efficiency here, though, so in theory this is going to go back up to 112, in which case 220 per day is probably about what we'll be able to expect. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get a steelwork set up. This is going to be a little awkward. don't know if I want to place the road there. Do I? Is something going to fit in there? Maybe another workshop. Alright, we'll try to do something like that, I guess. Drawing boards have been researched. We can now work on the next round of technology. Could go for the medical post upgrades. Heal people faster. Could work on the hothouse. Wall drill is not terrible. It would be 160 wood per day for the cost of 1 steam core. And again, if we're going to have to keep building more and more housing, wood is always going to be important for us. That could be worthwhile. We're okay on coal. I'm not worried about that. More scouts? Yeah. Heaters? Yeah. Let's work on the wall drill first and get that going. See if we can make something happen there.
End of shift.
Alright, end of workday. We are full on our coal at the moment, so no one's going to be working there for a little bit. The steel works is working right now. I do not think we currently have enough food. Food ration gain 50 per day, consumption 83 per day. Raw food gain is currently 20 per day. Yeah, it does not look like we are currently producing quite enough food. So I know I have to get another hunter's hut. Again, we need more labor for that to work. Alright, we've arrived at the fishing village. A strange vehicle stands in the middle of a deserted village. This village was supposed to supply our city with food. The vehicle carried a broken ice drill used for making air holes big enough for us to fish under the ice. We can fix it and build an outpost here, or dismantle it and retrieve 1 steam core. Ah, that is hard to say. So if we repair it, then what we probably will be able to do is set up an outpost where we have people delivering food every day. Is that worth it, or we'd rather get a lot of wood and also a steam core with which eventually I could get more automatons? Automatons can't really get you food unless you have hothouses. They can do that. I don't know how much food an outpost will get me, is the thing. The other thing to consider... I can't leave this. There's usually only a limit... There's a limit to how many outposts you can have. So depending on how many more outposts exist, this may not be worth it. But it might be great. It actually might solve some of my immediate needs as far as the, as far as food generation. We may not have to build another hunter's hut. Alright, let's repair it. Let's try it. Alright, we can set up an outpost team over here. We're going to send the scouts over to Trail Bend and see if we can save the kids. Since we have a bunch of frantic, irresponsible parents. Alright, let's see. Steam Hub, House of Prayer, blah, 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 blah. Are we not able? Oh, wait. Do I have to research outposts first? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had to worry about that. I feel like the answer is yes. In which case, this is even further delayed. Yeah, Outpost Depot. There it is. So that's drafting machines tech. Okay. Huh. Huh. Alright. Well, I'm going to pull engineers and workers off there and have them probably go work on some steel, just so we have some source. Because right now I don't think we're gathering any more steel. A lot of people starting to get sick again. Book of Laws. Probably need to go for radical treatment and then overcrowding. I'm hoping we're not going to have any issues with frostbite anytime soon, but we need to be able to stack more people into our infirmaries right now. Even with all of our advances in medicine, we have to resort to this. Look, okay? The tried and true old methods of just cutting off and amputating the things that ain't working. It's a very effective strategy, all right? It's done well. These wooden crates have now been depleted. This gathering post has nothing to do because we are full up on what? Because we're full up on the steam core? You guys should be able to still work on the steam core at the very least. But if you're going to complain about it, fine. I'll just send you guys all over to work here. How's that? Go work on just the steam core. Extract the dang thing. Dang it. Move an engineer over here, I guess. Keep getting some more steel going. Still looking fine on coal. That is no problem. Wall drill researched. Cool. Let's go ahead and research the heaters, I guess. So if we want to get a wall drill, that's a steam core and 20 wood, but we can place one right there. That should be able to keep us going for a bit. Should. We could... no. I was going to say we could pull some engineers off to another workshop and research faster, but I still don't know if we need to do that. Steam cores? Yeah. Careful not to use them too fast. Blah, 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 blah. I know. It's almost as if I've done this before. Alright, so since I know it's going to be a while before we are able to get... I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this, by the way. Since I know it's going to be a while before we are going to be able to get the outpost set up, let's go ahead and get another hunter's hut. I don't know where I want to set it, though. Over here, I guess? The thing is, they've got pretty good insulation, so I kind of want to set it far back. Alright, we'll go for that. Should be fine. I'm sure it's fine. We need to get some more heat. Steam hub. Now, where to place it? Because if we want to place one over here, this would deal with some of our immediate work facilities. Down over here would deal with some other things, like the wall drill. Steam hubs tend to be pretty efficient. Sometimes, at least. I definitely will place one there just to try and prevent people from getting too cold, because we're going to have a temperature drop. The heaters will probably be able to help us a little bit. Range upgrade, power upgrades, those are all good. Sawmill upgrades would allow us to increase efficiency by a bit more. Honestly, I think we're getting to a point where we're okay on that front. Medical post upgrade, that could be good to heal people faster since we are having some problems. More scouts actually could be good too, though. Let's go ahead and start working on more scouts. I value exploration just so much in this game. It's so important. Alright. We have a bunch of children with nothing to do, apparently. Really? Oh yeah, we finished it with that pile. Okay. Okay. What should we do with the children's? Great question. They can't build things. I can't assign children to work dangerous jobs. So at the moment, children have nothing to do. Well, that feels a little bit awkward. Yeah, just have some free time, kiddos. I'm sure it'll be great. Hey, look, more people. Another group arrives. More than a dozen of our people have reached the city. They look around in awe. The generator is truly a wonder. And to think the lords wanted to keep this place for themselves. Yeah, they're a bunch of selfish jerks like that. It's just sort of the thing that they do. We're going to place down more housing around the church. I know that. So let's try placing the hub kind of back here. And then knowing that that's a thing, we'll be able to place some housing along here, I guess. We'll have to get some streets. Do I want to keep this gathering post? Or do I want to get rid of it so I can have more efficient gathering posts later? The answer is yes. I want to get rid of that. That should be extended shifts. This should be extended shifts. Should always be doing that, but I forget. We got a lot more people. Great. So if we can get everyone working on, like, building and deconstructing and blah, 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 that'd be great. Nowhere near enough rations. The rebirth of faith. People have started visiting the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. A cult, you might say. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you're happy. This is great. Let's place the House of Faith over here. And what this means is that everybody is going to have a place of worship within range of housing, which means that hope is going to be much, much, much higher. We could go down purpose and work towards something like shrines. Gives people the strength they need to take on the arduous tasks every day. You place down shrines, and it raises the hope of people working nearby and increases the efficiency, which is good. Evening prayers is an ability to try and raise hope and lower discontent. Alternatively, We could go for that overcrowding I was talking about. The capacity of medical facilities is doubled. It will cause discontent, but honestly, I think that's worth it. We're going to do that now so we can make sure that everyone gets in there. So I didn't even have to build another medical post. We just have everyone now able to get treated, which I consider to be very good. Discontent rises, but oh well, what can you do? Trail Bend. A series of gentle, rolling hills begins here. There's a makeshift camp nestled between the two of them. Survivors. A shallow depression by the bend shelters a group of our people. Their supplies fell into an icy crevasse, and they made camp here to wait for help. The lost children wandered into the camp a few days ago. They're lucky we found them before they all starved. We're going to escort them to ensure that they make it, because I already want to go back home with our scouts and deliver all the food and stuff, because we're having problems with food. So we're going to escort them. That should speed things up. In 7 hours, we're going to get a nice delivery of food. That'll help a little bit, I think. We do need to be building some more housing, of course. And more people are sick and more people are hungry. Yeah, I know. House of Prayer has been built. Hope rises a fair margin. Okay, that's always good. We did finish with this, so I'm going to go ahead and assign a bunch more people to the Hunter's Hut. And I have mostly just children who are currently unemployed. Gosh dang it. This is where you get really tempted, right? To be like, hey, children, go work dangerous jobs, risk your lives. And then bad things happen. I really have nothing for these children to do. There's nothing to gather at the moment. I'm already trying to dismantle as much as I can. Is there anywhere else that I don't need workers at the moment? I potentially don't need to have the engineer... No. Would I rather have engineers working the sawmill, or would I rather have them working the wall drill? The answer's got to be the wall drill. Because the wall drill has significantly higher efficiency. So out of the two, that seems the most important. It's just, you know, yeek. Temperature-wise, how we looking? Mostly fine. We are going to need more tents, because we're about to have some kids arrive. So knowing that that's true, I'm going to place a couple more tents right there. It's not quite in range, though. Hang on. Gotta make sure everything is in range of our hub. At least ideally it would be. We may need to place down another hub. It's probably time to start doing things like that. Okay, hang on. Tech, hub. Place one down over here, I guess. Start expanding this area out a little bit as well. Alright, scouts have arrived. They've returned with some kids, with some engineers, and a lot more food, some steel, and some wood. Awesome. We're going to send them back out into the Frostland. Could go to the damaged Snowcat. We are going to go as far away as possible. Go to the fishing boat. Okay. What is this? Missing children found. Captain, the group from the Trail Bend has reached our city. The missing children are amongst them. The parents are beside themselves with joy. Hope rises. More mouths to feed, and no real labor to gain out of that. Temperature is dropping. Okay. This is one of the reasons having the steam hubs is good. I've only got 4 engineers currently available to walk around and help build things. Everyone's definitely a lot colder all of a sudden. We could turn this on into overdrive. It doesn't cost you any extra coal, but it stresses out the generator. As long as you turn it off before it's too late, it's fine. Another coal pile has been depleted. Okay. I kind of do want to be getting another workshop going. You don't necessarily need it this second, but we're going to want it. I need adults, dang it. 9 hours and we'll get more workers. Alright. Okay, what did we just build down here? Okay, we just built out a tent. So that's good. So at least everyone's housed again. I guess the children have to get their own rooms. More scouts have been researched. Great. We should definitely be getting things like... Well, we have so much coal, I don't need the coal thumper. That's the weird thing. It's actually probably time for us to go for drafting machines. Weirdly enough. But I think it is, so we can start upgrading sawmills and wall drills and steel mills and stuff and get more value out of them. Also, eventually work toward infirmaries. We're actually producing kind of enough wood at the moment. It's okay to pull off a little bit on that, so we can continue working on some extra other projects. What we should do is set up another scouting party. And I will once I have finished building a couple things up. Like that. Alright, new scouting party. Cost me some wood, that's fine. Damaged snowcat? Or the Hanged Man Hill? Let's have them go out to the damaged snowcat and see what the heck else is out that way. Maybe something, maybe nothing. We won't know until we try! Alright, I got 4 engineers that I could be assigning over here to the workshop, and I will so we can speed up our research even further. Alright, Steam Hub range. That's nice. We could go for improved heaters. It does cost extra coal. My question is, in these cold environments, if I turn you on, you're chilly. Moderate risks of getting ill. Yeah. I don't need to worry about any of that right now. So we don't need to do the advanced heaters, not yet. We could go for the outpost depot so we have another source of food. We could go for the factory for automatons. That's actually highly tempting to me, since I'm having trouble getting enough labor from adults. Lighter scout sleds would let them get around a lot faster. Gathering post installations, okay. Steam sawmill, 120 wood per day. Steam steelworks, get 70 steel per day. Flying hunters would get me a lot of extra food. But at the same time, if we went for the outpost, that is also a source of food. These guys tend to be much better in terms of insulation, though. We can actually start dismantling hunters' huts and just doing flying hunters. 30 raw food per day, huh? Or hunting tactics, so they employ fewer people. That only applies to hunters' huts, though. So we could actually free up some workers. That's actually tempting, too. It's a lot of things that I want right now. Let me think about steam cores. If I want to place down factories, that's great. What else would I use them on? We could upgrade steam wall drills, yes. I'm probably not going to have to do coal mining because we're going to have a lot of kids for coal thumpers, and those don't require steam cores. Infirmaries, when we have access to those, that probably will require steam cores, I think. That has a lot of capacity, though. I'm going to go for the factory. Let's get the ability to grab a couple of automatons so we can have more things working throughout the day. Having a lot of automatons, honestly, can be very, very good. Alright, what just happened down over here? Another group has arrived, caught in a vicious blizzard. The light of our beacon led them to safety through the worst of it. Okay, that means we need to get another tent. I will place it over here, I guess. Will I? I'll place this one right here. So once this is gone, I can simply place another... I don't know, I'm just trying to keep the road straight. It doesn't actually matter. Alright, this gathering post is now redundant and meaningless. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle it. No, I'm not. Am I? Hold on to it for a minute. I need to figure out where I'm going to place my coal thumpers, but that requires me actually needing coal, which as of right now, we just don't. Getting close to capped out on wood, we definitely should be placing down some more resource depots. What is this? That looks like it's for an outpost. Okay. We're going to need a street there eventually anyway. Let's go ahead and get that all connected. We'll have some extra storage for coal so we can get rid of these piles, so we can get some extra wood, blah, blah, blah. Some people are hungry, but we have plenty of food coming in, I think, so we're going to be fine there. Still okay in terms of tents right now. House of Prayers, you're looking fine. We could just go ahead and do a sermon to raise hope. I guess we might as well. The words of our spiritual leaders are going to raise hope. Do we have any engineers? Yeah, we have an engineer assigned over here that we don't need. We'll put an adult over there and instead assign the engineer to a workshop. Could go ahead and start doing some emergency shifts on our research. Would really rather not. Again, just for the risk of possibly having one of our engineers just plop over dead. I think we will build another steel works right there. Let's run the street out that direction. We'll have to get some heaters going once this is all built, and people are going to be getting sick as they build this stuff, unfortunately, but I think that there's not a lot I can do about it. We will assign more people here, and yes, we'll do that, and turn on a heater, unless we want to place a steam hub, which we could do. People should be getting into the range of some heat again. Still have a couple of unemployed workers, really. All right. Coal, wood, increasing capacity. Let's get a couple of other workers assigned to the cookhouse. We are actually having trouble. The one-child catering service is actually starting to fall behind. Who would have guessed? Should warm up in just a few hours, which is going to be nice. New book of laws. Anything I really need right now? Triage, care house, prosthetics. Don't need any of that right now. Cemetery, nobody's died yet, which is great. Not going to do the child labor for all jobs. Could go for fighting arena and then a public house, but I think what I'm going to do is go to purpose, and we're going to go for shrines. Increase the efficiency of everyone working in an area. So we can place one over here, for example, and improve the production of steel a substantial margin. We can place one down over here and increase the speed of healing and also of our research, which makes sense. And then another one over, I don't know about the other one yet. I guess we could place it over here for, like, food and wood. Yeah. All right. That's 3 shrines. Once they're placed, everyone's going to be better at their jobs. Religion is motivating. All right, so the factory is done. We should... I keep feeling like I need to do the coal thumper because I don't have anything to do with the children, but we don't need it yet. What I want are some efficiency upgrades. That would be good. Outpost depot. Lighter scouts. Let's go ahead and do the scouts. The scouts is easy. It only costs me some wood, of which I have a bit right now. That's fine. Nothing more important than erecting shrines. You sound like a heretic. Just saying. Factory. How much insulation does a factory have? 2? Okay. I'm going to place you over here. Where am I? Place it over here. Yeah. At least that it's in some good heat. All right, never mind. We're going to place that factory right over there. And with that being built, we'll assign some engineers. Where do I have other engineers currently working? A couple there. Bunch working here. I'm going to pull all 5 of you off here and have 5 engineers free up so that they can go and work on constructing some stuff. Scouts have reached the damaged snowcat. I want to get the factory and the automatons going. Alright, Snarge snowcat, its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. We find some steel. Okay, it's 84. It's not bad. There is nothing else around here. Okay, so you're going to head back to the city and drop it off and then move on to Hanged Man Hill. Got more refugees. 40 of them. And a lot more children that I don't know what to do with. We are consuming a fair bit of coal again. Shrines have been built. The good news is that increases efficiency for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna need to research the steel coal thumpers now. It's time. Let's go ahead and research that. It's very cheap, very fast. All right. I think we're kind of reaching a point where I need to end this video. A lot of hungry people, but at least now we have a lot of food rations. We could start working toward moonshine, and that will help reduce discontentment by a lot, because right now we have a fair bit. Everyone's really cold, and that doesn't exactly make things, you know, easy on anyone, but yeah. We're going to tell... let's make sure. Hang on. Children, go gather coal. We have room for it, and I got rid of the gathering post down over here. And that's all I have currently available. All right. Well, at least we can start constructing an automaton, right? That's going to cost me some wood, coal, and a steam core. And steel, of course. I don't think we even have enough steel. But we're getting enough steel pretty quickly. There we go. Free time. No one should have free time. You're all working extended shifts. So are you guys, by the way. I don't think you're not. Oh, discontentment rises. I don't care. Shut up. We're working on the freaking automatons, and with automatons, we'll be able to have something manning the wall drill at all times, steelworks at all times, and if we find ourselves having a lot of trouble, we can eventually research tech to have people, the automatons carrying people in the infirmaries, and that would also be very helpful. Some of these sawmills that are far away and very cold, you know, it would be nice to have automatons take that too. Anything that's really cold, so we can stop having sickness. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then would ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.